What's up? This your boy No Chill Chad checking in, and I'm coming when I'm halfway through. Probably not even halfway, but a good little chunk. Uh, this is one of those F-body updates. So what I did was I got my new seats. I had got a spare set of seats. I got them custom reupholstered. They were supplied by Apex Leather, the Apex Deadening suede. I'm gonna show you that in a second. So, as you can see, real leather, real suede. I did the green stitching to match just the green accents that I do have on the car. Just wanted something with some light attention so you can see that it's custom, but still gives you that factory look. I'll post in the comments the actual name of the leather and the suede. I think the suede was anthracite. I forgot what color the leather is. But it's not actually it's not a black. It's like in between of like a charcoal and a gray. So it's kind of like a combination. So I have to put the names of them in there. Console, all of this out. Took the old seats out. Old seats weren't bad. The driver's seat was just a tad bit warm, but you know, it's some old leather. Got some cracks in it, but they could probably be reconditioned. This right here probably needs to be reupholstered, but no tears. They weren't so bad. The rears were like flawless. The rear seats were flawless. Trim, so I'll show you what I got going on. So getting everything out of the car. I was gonna put the seats in, but I was like, you know what? This will give me time to shampoo the carpet, get all the stains out. And while I'm in here, I had planned on putting all the sound deadening in, but I was gonna just slap the seats in, do the sound deadening later. And I said, man, stop being lazy. Let's just do it all. So taking everything out. I got the Silent Sound Deadener, thermal shield. I got it on Amazon. I did some research just to see what was the best on the market. This right here supposedly is the best bang for buck. I got two different thicknesses. This is, let's see, 120 mil, and I think this one is 80 mil. So 120, and then I got an 80 mil as well. So it also came with a roller for it. So I'm gonna use the roller to apply it, and we should be pretty good. I don't foresee any issues. So like I said, I was like trying to get the seats in, and I decided like, you know what, let's go and do the sound deadening now. Since we're gonna have everything out, let's just do it now. As you probably know, I don't know if everybody knows, but I did get my new wheels in from Forgiato. Shout out to Signature Rides on that. We got to get the car to the shop so we can install the rear end from Quick Performance. I got it shortened 3 inches on each side. So, you know, if you're interested in probably, you know, doing the same thing with some custom wheels, just take the stock size of whatever company you're ordering the wheels from. I'm pretty sure they have fitment for the O2 Camaro, and then just subtract 3 inches from that offset. And then that'll give you the offset you need for your shortened rear end. So hoping everything is right, hoping all my measurements are correct. You know, as long as the wheels were done right and as long as the rear end was done right. And we'll get that in here this next week. I also have a custom fan shroud to mount the 6th gen radiator fan. So as you know, the 6th gen only has that one fan and it blows. You know, I forgot the CFM on it, but that's all that car needs. And it keeps the car cool. So I've tried the dual fans, the Spall fans. I contacted Spall. They actually manufacture the fans for GM, but the information on CFM is proprietary, so they can't really give me the details. But they did verify that it does push a lot of air. So I got that coming, the rear end, the new wheels. Shout out to Toyo. I got the new Toyo tires. We're gonna mount those on the car. And shout out to Apex Leather. Shout out to Enrique's Interior Shop. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to take everything out so I can add the sound deadener in here, and then I'll come back with another update. Sorry, I came in at the middle of it. I probably didn't start it from the beginning. This was not really a how-to, but this was just an update of what I got going on with the car. Trying to get everything in the car. There's another show coming up, the Ice Cream Cruise 1320. And then some little shows in between, Whip Attic, some shows in Atlanta, the Florida Classic. So trying to just get some things buttoned up so at least I could try to make one or two of these shows before the year end. And then after that, I'll be saving my money so I can get the new engine for this car. All right, so just stay tuned. And like I said, I'll give you an update how far I've gotten today before the sun sets. Hopefully I can at least get the sound deadening in there. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but we'll see. So stay tuned, all right? Finally got the carpet out. And the car is gutted. So now we're going to add the sound deadener. All right, guys, it's day 2, and yesterday, pretty much, I got half of the car done as far as getting all the interior out and getting half in the rear of the car. So, today, we're gonna try to get it all buttoned up. Pretty much got this side done. Just gotta do the rear. I'm filling these little gaps here just on some OCB type stuff. Get all that done, and then I'm gonna head into the back. So the goal is just to get this done first, get the seating area, get the back part, and then I'm gonna get all the way into the quarter panels after I get all that done. So a lot of the stuff that's like real low is a little bit more difficult, just you're bending over, that kind of stuff, but then all of this stuff over here should be easy. I can kind of just cut out pieces and lay them in those certain areas rather than trying to lay out whole sheets. So there you have it. This is day 2, and I'll let you know how production goes, probably midway or halfway through, and then we'll go from there. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I appreciate you, riding along for the journey. Difficulty level, it's not really that hard, to be honest. Just taking the sheets out, rolling them. There's a couple areas you might have to cut out. Everything isn't going to be like perfect, but for the most part, you can kind of fill in the areas. I probably would recommend, if you got like some sheets of paper, you can like make like a template and then cut it out, and then it actually fits exactly perfect. But I think for the most part, how I'm doing it, I'm kind of laying it down and then cutting it while it's actually on the car is actually helping. So, you do it your way, I do it my way, tomato, but it's gonna get the job done. So stay tuned. All right, so if you're wondering how many boxes it takes, so this is one box. So I got all of this done with one box. So definitely needs at least 2 boxes. Well, okay. So this is one box of 24 sheets. So this is 24 sheets, and then I've got another box. So it's probably gonna take 24, so maybe 36 sheets to do most of the interior, or the interior. I didn't do the quarter panels, the size of the quarter panels, so keep that in mind. I didn't do the door panels yet, but I actually have another box, maybe about 12 sheets, and they're thinner. So maybe another box, 12 sheets for the doors, another 12 sheets for the floor, and then whatever I have left, then I'm gonna do the rear body and the quarter panels. So that'll just give you an idea of how many sheets it's gonna take to do your car. I mean, you may not even wanna do all of this. So it may take you one box if you just wanna do the front half of the vehicle. But if you wanna go, to this extent, and then like I said, all of this is gonna come out and I'm gonna fill this, kind of patch it in, do like little squares here and there. All right, yeah, it was hot. It was hot. But I finally got the front half of the car finished. So, well, the front and partially the rear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start putting the carpet back in, so I can go and put the seats back in, so I can go and have it be drivable and everything. And then I'm gonna take out this rear area and then start laying all the small little pieces in there. I'm not gonna cover it whole like I did all of this. I'm just gonna cut squares and just put a whole bunch of different squares in those different areas just to give it some type of insulation. But pretty much took a box and a quarter. So really a box and a half would work. If you get like a 24 sheet box and you get like a 12 sheet box, you pretty much would have everything covered. All the little vents and stuff, all the holes for the seat belts and stuff and for drainage, all of that, I just had to cut out to make sure everything was still functional. I didn't have any errors. And then when I had some pieces left over, I kind of just add some square pieces in there as well. So there you have it. So now it's time to get the carpet back in. I think that's probably gonna be the toughest part, just because the carpet is freaking huge. Just trying to like unfold it, fold it, get it all the cracks, crevices, make sure everything is, tucked. That's probably gonna be the hardest part. And then once the carpet is down, then, putting the seats back on, that's a breeze, the seats in the console. So it's hot. It's hot. I got my little fan going, but it only can do so much. So, whew. So yeah, I'll get that next step in. We're gonna put the carpet in, and I'll let you know how it goes from there, guys. All right, so I got the carpet back in. Not gonna lie, it was actually easier than I thought. It just, everything formed to, everywhere it's supposed to be. So it kind of just folded right on down. So I definitely took it out. There's a couple little like stains and stuff on the carpet. Nothing crazy, but I really don't have any time right now to shampoo it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the seats in, put everything together. I'm gonna vacuum it. Of course, I'm gonna vacuum it. There's a lot of little dust and dirt particles and stuff like that. Definitely gonna vacuum it, put the seats in, put the console in, put the seats in, and then I'm gonna button it up for today. I mean, if I got time, so I did go ahead and start patching that since it was, accessible. Once I get the seats in, I may go ahead and start patching up this area too. I mean, I'm already here doing it. I might as well just continue. I'm almost done, almost to the finish line. So we're almost there. All right, guys, I'm finally finished. Don't worry about the headband. Had so much sweat dripping, so I was like, man, I gotta contain this. So, finally got it done. It's hot as hell. Let me show you what I got. Apex leather, Apex Denim Mica suede, seatbelt planet for the seatbelts. So yeah, there you have it. I think it looks pretty damn good. Very subtle, but it just gives you a little taste of my brakes and of course the alternator. We also don't do the valve cover and probably the intake tube, same color, but just give it that splash. I got the console lid being done right now. He forgot about that one, so we ain't tripping. It'll be done this week, and I'll give you an update. But man, when I tell you, like I said, the materials were rather cheap. You can get it on Amazon. It'll be in the link in the description. Takes you a good day. I started about 9 today. It's 3 o'clock now. And yesterday I started about 4 or 5 o'clock. So, I mean, that's the time frame. It looks good, man. Thank you for following. If you got any questions, any comments, hit me up, shoot me a DM. Don't forget to check out my website, nochillchat.com. It's your boy, No Chill Chat, checking out. All right, so this is gonna be my first reaction. Just with the, I got the new seats in, and I got the sound deadening in. First of all, the seats feel so much more comfortable. I mean, the suede keeps me planted. Like, I can feel like it's not as slick and hard as the OEM leather, but it's still soft. So I like that. So it's gonna be a little cold start. Oh yeah. Sound deadening night and day. Well, when I tell you, like, typically everything would just be like, you would hear a lot. I'm in the garage, so typically I would hear all of that noise. Much more quieter. Yeah, and I still even in the very back, you know, in the trunk, I didn't even finish that. But just it's solid. Oh yeah. It's solid. You can still hear the car. It didn't just mute it, so you can't like hear and feel the performance. But honestly, that's probably why did I do this a long time ago? I'm gonna go out and make a couple pulls real quick and just see. I should have got one of those little decibel readers, you know what I'm saying, so I can see the change in the decibels. But seats, that new leather smell, got the whole car smelling like a brand new car. If you ever thought about doing sound deadening, I highly recommend you do it. Especially if you got to take everything out your car anyway. Like inside, I can just feel like how tight it is. Everything feels solid. Everything feels tight. I don't hear any cracks, rattles, and vibrations. I still hear that raspiness of the exhaust still, so I'm definitely gonna get back there and do that trunk. But it doesn't feel like you're driving a tin can. Like now, I feel like I'm driving an up-to-date muscle car. You know what I'm saying? sound deadening, and I know you can get like fat mat. You can also get Dynomat, which is the most common. There was another name brand out there, and then I saw Silas as well. Did some research, looked at some reviews, and Silas had like the thickest material. It was like 100 milliliters, whatever, 100, you know, whatever the thickness is, 100 or 120, I want to say. But great idea for sure. Car feels super smooth, super tight. Like I said, you can check out my Amazon store. I got all my little F-body part stuff that I buy on Amazon, on my Amazon store. It's quiet. Like I can actually like have a phone conversation. Take the tops off, roll down the window, and I can really feel that roar. Like, and that's what I like about the car. Like, I want to be able to take the tops off, roll the window down, and it's just raw power. But then some days it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just cruising. Today I'm just cruising. I ain't trying to be, you know, obnoxiously loud, you know, at least on the inside. I just want to be able to cruise. So yeah, this is definitely a win. I highly recommend it. So I'm gonna do a little pull up here, and then I'm gonna get out you guys' hair. But like I said, check my Amazon store if you want the link to the sound deadening. Like I said, it really wasn't hard. It was just a little time consuming. Everything was just a couple screws here and there. That was it. So it's your boy No Chill Chad.